Hey y'all, it's your girl Ashley Camille here at 5th House Bloom. This message is for Aries. Aries placements for the week of April 8th through April 14th. This is general guidance, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. At this time, I'd like to welcome forth the power and the presence of the elevated guides who can assist me in delivering this message for Aries placements. May you open up our ears so that we hear the truth of liberation. May you open up our minds so that we may bloom. May you open up our hearts so that we may embrace our divinity. I ask for assistance in delivering this message in clarity, empathy, and ease. And give thanks. Whew, some cards came out. At the bottom of the deck, we have identity. I'm getting a ping to look at the top. Tenderness. Okay. Let's do that. Integration. And change. So this is my second time starting the video, and it was good, y'all. It was good. The same themes are kind of coming up here, so I have a little bit of perspective. But you know, it's spring break when I'm recording this. I got a house full of loud teenagers, and it was throwing me off. So here we are. Let's see. Give me a second. This what especially came through, like the last cards were this idea of shame and inner child. And it wasn't feeling so specific, not for some, because this is general guidance, but it wasn't feeling specifically about our inner child work. Again, for some it is, but it was more about our past and wounding and what things that you have put in place in order to protect yourself. And so I'm seeing that here, right? Protection in a way that served you at that time, that held you at that time, that kept you safe in that time, but now is keeping you from having the things, being in the places, being able to call in and create and sustain what is truly for you. And so I'm seeing and feeling a lot of rawness, a lot of challenging emotions, right? So for some, like this is shame. For some, this is like the pain. This is kind of like the disappointment. But using that, here it is not, it is coming from the ways that those walls or the blocks or those outdated defense systems have kept you from it. Oh my goodness. So I'm seeing like outside here, like these are flowers growing on top of that. And this person can't even see that, is completely unaware because of this bracing, right? And there is no, like, you are not wrong for wanting to stay safe. You are not wrong for wanting to protect yourself, right? But now is a time for you to become more tender, more vulnerable, and open yourself up in order for you to create a world that is more reflective of who you are now. This is not asking you or even requiring you to forget that wounded that person you were. This is not to pretend. So part of this is like a self-acceptance and a integration of all of who you are. Give me the right words for that. Right? This is essentially making space for all of you. And this is not pushing past your healing. This is not acknowledging your wounding. This is not pretending like it hasn't happened. This is creating a softening of walls in order so you can form the boundaries that will keep this version of you safe enough to explore who you are becoming in your healed space. This is an allowing of more to reach you. give me some, I can read change, read something from change. Give me a second. Give me ping the ring from change. Why? I embrace change as opportunity. I welcome the mystery and change with the tide. Change challenges us to consider our attachments, control, desire, fear, uncertainty, confusion, curiosity, responsibility, and resilience. Life is consistently changing, moving, and flowing around us in unexpected and expected ways. Sometimes we have a strong desire to keep things as they are just because we fear the unknown or what may come. Change brings new life, new possibilities, and new openings, and especially for you, openings of the heart. And you are, let me get, okay, can you have some actions or more guidance to support us with this? 8 of Swords. Death. Eight of Pentacles. We have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Give me a second. It really is clearly it's a way of identifying where those walls have created so that you can start to create something new. But especially with this 8 of Pentacles energy, it is a reminder that this is a constant refinement, right? This is mastery. Sure, learning as you go, but like continuing to stay in this process, continuing to create something that is reflective of you. There's still a lot of action here, but there's so much like introspection. So it does feel like more of a just like sitting with it and exposing yourself to it and being real about it and identifying this to prepare you for the change, right? I'm seeing less about like moving forward, taking this step as looking at where do those walls need to start crumbling. So creating time for meditation, reflection, introspection, therapy, where you can identify this and paint to those areas of this tenderness is a guide, right? This tenderness, where things feel the most tender, it's probably where we're going to get the information of where we can start to open ourselves up to new ways of where our boundaries not only, where they are no longer walls, but they allow what is for us to also reach us. Yes, and for us to be able to reach it.